welcome to DIY RV and Home, Camper's Life. Today, I'm working in the Dodge. What I'm doing is actually adding a platform to the back seat area where the feet usually rest for your passengers. But because my passenger is Harley Joe, we usually put the bench seats up. We take the dog bed, we set it in here, but it's got to sit in here. It's not too comfortable. So what I'm going to do is take the plywood and the 2x4 and create a platform. That's going to go right here. It's going to come up to right about here, go all the way across, and then it'll be cut out to where I can actually still access the compartments here. 2x4s will be here to prop it up. That way we can put the bed here and she can be comfortable, not kind of cramped in this little spot. It's not fun for her, I know that. Also, we do travel with a cooler, 12-volt cooler in the truck also, and that likes to slide a little bit every now and then on some of these roads, and so it wants to tip, try to fall into where the feet go. So that's why the platform's going to go all the way across. So we can also have that there too. A little bit safer for her, because I mean, if she's kind of moving around and that does something, you know. Anyways, so what I've done is I figured it's going to be about 20 inches from here to right about here. So I'm going to cut a sheet 20 inches wide by 5 foot long of the board here, the 2x4 of the plywood, 1/2 inch. And I've also got some other projects I'm going to be using with this 1/2 inch plywood too. In the near future, so I'm not going to be wasting a lot of it. So let's get started. Let's get this built. Cut. I'm going to kind of dust it off real quick. Then we're going to throw it in the truck, get in position. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to scribe where I want to cut it. Now I've got the board set in place, basically where I want it, and it's going to be perfect. I'll be able to come back in like this and then cut over on the other side, same thing, and then be able to drop it down. I'm just going to take pencil. Once I get everything exactly where I want it, I'll just come in and just draw a line, and like I say, it'll be cut out to where these will still be accessible. This one, there's actually just a bass speaker, but I have some paperwork, and then my tools and miscellaneous stuff are over there. So I've got it set in place where I'm going to have it. I measured from here both sides, because that seems to be a fairly uniform place to measure from. And then I just eyeballed to make sure it was centered between the two. As we can see, we're going to come in, we'll mark like this underneath, and then I will take a little bit of this radius off so that it's not that sharp once everything's done. Then we'll figure out how we're going to stand it off or raise it up to make it level. I got some screws, that 2x4, and we'll get her put together. So let me get it marked out, and we'll go from there. Alright, so here is our tracing. We can just come in underneath, or we can just come in and do this again with the board, and there is our outline. So I can go ahead and come in with the jigsaw and cut some of those again right over here. We'll just kind of eyeball and make it a nice little radius, you know, just so it's not sharp. but we can cut out what we need to with the circular saw, and then when we get up to the radiuses, we'll come in with the jigsaw. Alright, we'll clean it off, we'll test fit it. I am actually really happy with the fit of this. I can see over there that, well, even just doing that, look at that. He cleaned it right up. Jake and I will sand the edges down. We got some room here. We do have some material that we're going to be putting on it. We will figure out the height that we need it to be. And that looks, I like that. I think that's going to be a winner. Almost even if I did it like that. I mean, I'm not too worried about that, but I would like to get it, you know, a little bit leveler. And it's like I say, check that. I still have access to my compartments. All right, next thing to do is figure out how tall I need the blocks. So I figured out that 7 inches is going to be a nice height. As you can see, fairly level. I've got 8 of these made. Figure I'm going to have one here, one over here. I'll put one close to the transmission hump as possible, and one in here that'll help keep it from going side to side. And front to back, it's going to be fairly tight. I've got 4 on that side, 4 on this side, and we'll see how stable it is. If I need to, I can add some additional supports to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure I've got the platform where I want it, get the risers where I want it, then I'll just mark them with a pencil where they're supposed to be, and then go ahead and screw them down. That way I'm not missing, and I'm getting as much of the center of the 2x4 as possible. Alright, I've got my marks laid out for where I want the 2x4 risers. Now what I can do is I can just move those out of the way. I can run a screw right in here, you know, 3 screws, 2 screws, come back, put this in place, and then set the screws. That way I can try to make sure that I'm getting the center of the 2x4 not on the edge or something like that, trying to blind screw it. So that is my plan right there. I'm gonna grab some screws and make some holes and start getting this put together. Alright, so there is the one side put together. Still got the other side to do, but I want to look at being able to lift it up to take it out. You know, I know that I'm going to have to move the seat forward over here, hopefully not over there. Well, not hopefully, but I shouldn't have to over there. So I'm going to go ahead and move the seat forward, and I'm going to try lifting it up, see how it does. I think we're on the right trail to do this. So let me reset the chair or the seat, and then I'll go get the other blocks mounted, and we'll see what it looks like when I get those done. Alright, well, here we go. We've got the platform built. Now, just a little sanding. I've got some fabric to cover it with. I'll throw the dog bed on it, and we'll give it a try out. So, I'm going to grab my sander out, hit some edges, and we'll get that material on, get this thing finished. All right, let's look at my wonderful upholstery job. I know anybody wants upholstery done, I charge $500 an hour. For that, I might actually make it look halfway decent. Otherwise, you will get what this looks like right here. You know, it's gonna work. We just got it covered, you know, just got, so it doesn't show all the rough wood. Eventually we'll replace it, you know, thinking maybe like a, you know, Afro carpet or no, a shag carpet. Yes, bring back the 70s. I think that's going to be what we're going to do. Nah, seriously, you know, we'll find something later on, but this is just a start, just to get it going. I think it's going to work. Let's go ahead and put it in. Drum roll, please. And now, let's go ahead and put Harley Joe's bed in here. Look at that. Oh, she's going to be loving this. Now I'm going to go get her real quick. Ready? Here we go. And yes, that is actually how I help her in. I don't make her jump. So what do you think, Harley Joe? What do you think? You like it? Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Huh. I don't think she wants to lay down. All right. Well, she wants to get out, so hey, there it is right there. Harley Joe. Is this Harley Joe approved? I say the licks saying it is. Folks, it's just a simple project that I did today. Building a platform so she's got a little more room to walk around or stand or lay, because she was, I mean, it was kind of screwy. I should have had pictures of it before. But anyways, if you guys like the project, if you like what I did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Until the next time. Really? Did you say happy camping? That's happy camping.